Please rise. Municipal Court for the City of Stoughton is now in session. The Honorable Scott Dirks presiding.
Please be seated. Thanks. I apologize for keeping everybody waiting. My name is Scott Dirks, and I'm the municipal judge for the City of Stoughton and the towns of Dunkirk, Pleasant Springs, and Rutland. The City of Stoughton will appear in all matters this evening by Attorney Kieran O'Day. Before I begin calling cases this evening, I want to go over some of the procedures we'll follow and some of your rights as defendants. Those procedures are also set forth on the sheet that was made available to you when you came in the courtroom. First, please turn off your cell phones. Second, this hearing is for initial appearances on the citations you received. This is not the time for a trial or telling me your side of what happened. When your case is called, please come up to the podium and remember to speak clearly. These proceedings are being recorded, so you need to answer questions verbally and not simply by nodding or shaking your head. Tonight I'll ask you to enter a plea to the citation you were issued. Your plea options are guilty, not guilty, or no contest. A plea of guilty means you admit you did whatever it is you're charged with. A plea of not guilty means you want to contest the charges against you. A plea of no contest means that while you do not admit doing anything unlawful, you do not wish to contest the matter either. In many cases, Mr. O'Day will be in a position to make an offer to you to resolve your case right here tonight. If you do arrive at such an agreement, you should enter a plea of guilty or no contest. Either way, guilty or no contest, I must find you guilty. I'll then review the facts of your case to determine whether there is a factual basis for accepting your plea, and will give you an opportunity, if you wish, to tell me anything you feel is relevant to my decision. I will then decide what the sentence in your case should be. In almost all cases, I will order you to pay a forfeiture, which is a money penalty like a fine. It may be anywhere from $20,000 to $10,000, though the vast majority will be in the range of $50,000 to $200,000. I'm also required to impose court costs, which will increase the total amount you must pay. I'll automatically give you 30 days to pay your forfeiture, but if you think you'll need more time than that, please let me know right away, and we'll set up a payment plan. Failure to timely pay your forfeiture can result in suspension of your driver's license or referring the matter for debt collection. If you plead not guilty to the charges against you, I'll schedule your case for a pretrial conference over the phone with the city attorney. At that time, you can discuss your case with him and see if the case can be resolved without a trial. If it cannot be resolved, I'll schedule the matter for a trial. You do have the right to represent you in your case, but you must hire that attorney on your own. The State Public Defender's Office will not represent you. You also have the right to ask me for a continuance of your case if you need to consult with an attorney or for some other reason. If you're charged with operating while intoxicated or some related offense, you have the right to a jury trial in Circuit Court in Madison. However, you must post jury fees within 10 days of the date you enter your plea. Trials on all other offenses will be heard by me, and you'll have the right to appeal any decision I make in your case. Those of you who are charged with a traffic offense should bear in mind that in addition to having to pay a forfeiture if you're found guilty, the Division of Motor Vehicles may also impose demerit points against your driver's license. If 12 or more points are assessed against your license in any 12-month period, your driving privileges will be suspended for a period of time. If you hold a probationary license, those points may be doubled. And finally, if your address changes at any time while your case is pending, you must notify the court of that change within 5 days. And I'll call the first case, which is City versus Aniko Shelb. Did I pronounce that correctly, ma'am? Thank you. Ms. Shelb, do you still live on County Road E in Broadhead?
Yes,
And your last name is spelled S-C-H-E-L-B?
correct.
Great. Ma'am, you're charged with retail theft, which means that you're accused of taking merchandise that was held out for sale without making any attempt to pay for that merchandise with the intent to keep it. Do you understand the nature of the charge against you?
Yes,
Does the city have an offer for the defendant tonight? I can inform the parties that the victim, Walmart, has not requested restitution.
No offer at this time, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Shelb, you have a couple of options here. If you want to have a chance to discuss the case with Mr. O'Day, what did I just do here? If you want to have a chance to discuss your case with Mr. O'Day, you should enter a plea of not guilty, and we'll schedule the matter for a pretrial conference over the phone with him. If you want to get it over with tonight, you can certainly do that. You would then enter a plea of guilty or no contest, and I would order a forfeiture. In all likelihood, it would be in the amount shown on your ticket.
okay.
And if, thank you. We good? That's okay. If you want a trial, you should also enter a plea of not guilty, and we'll schedule it for trial. That probably won't be until at least December. So how would you like to proceed?
We'll go no contest.
Do you understand that by pleading no contest, I must find you guilty?
Okay.
All right, let me review the reports to determine whether there's a factual basis to accept your plea. I do find a factual basis for accepting your plea, and I will find you guilty. Is there anything you'd like to tell me about this matter before I sentence you?
No? I mean,
I'm sorry?
no.
All right. It looks like the worth of the items that you didn't pay for was relatively small, less than $30.
I offered to pay, and the officer who I spoke with said Walmart doesn't even.
I'm sorry?
I had offered to, when the officer had called me, I had no idea, and I offered to pay, and he said Walmart won't even consider it.
Well, are you saying you didn't know that these items had been taken without them having been paid for?
Correct.
Well, I'm not going to accept your plea of no contest then. I'm going to schedule this for a pretrial conference with Mr. O'Day, and you can explain in further detail what's going on here. It may be that you can resolve this without a conviction. I don't know. That's between you and the city. But given what you've told me, I don't think that I can, in good judicial conscience, accept your plea of no contest. So,
Well, I don't really want to. I was told to just do no contest. I don't want to prolong it anymore. So we'll just.
all right, I'll find you guilty. What's the city's position with respect to disposition?
Sentence as stated on the citation.
Ms. Shelb, what the city is saying is that I should impose a forfeiture and cost totaling $187. What's your position? What do you think I should do?
Do I have an option?
Well, no, the city didn't make an offer, I suspect, because they want to have a chance to discuss it with you. But you've decided that you don't want to do that. You've pled no contest. I found you guilty. The city is saying I should order $187. I could order more. I could order less. The minimum I can order is $98.80.
Well, $98.80 would be better.
Well, what are you saying I should do? I
would-
get to decide, obviously, but I'm interested in your input.
I mean, if you can lower the amount, that would be amazing. And I would really appreciate that, and then we can get on with our lives.
All right, well, I'll split the difference somewhat. I'm going to order $124, inclusive of costs. I'll give you 30 days to pay that. Do you need more than 30 days?
I do not.
Okay. We'll give you a copy of the judgment of conviction that tells you how much you owe and how you can pay it. And then, once you have that, you're free to go.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Do I come up to get it?
Yep, hang on.
Thank you. I appreciate your time. I'm all set.
Any questions about anything?
No, thank
Okay,
you.
thank you. City versus Debevic, did I say that correctly?
It's one of many ways.
Well, sir, why don't you come on up to the podium? How do you pronounce your name?
My family pronounces it Debovic or Dibovic.
And how do you say it, sir?
Debovic.
All right, Mr. Debevic, is your last name spelled D-Y-B-E-V-I-K?
It is.
And do you still live on Matthew Way in Stoughton?
I do.
Sir, you're charged with driving and performing an unsafe lane deviation on a public highway in the city of Stoughton. Do you understand the nature of the charge against you?
I do.
Does the city have an offer for Mr. Debevic?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
So, sir, you were in court when I explained to the previous defendant the various options that are available to you.
Yes.
How would you like to proceed tonight, then? Do you want to have a chance to talk to the city attorney about this?
Yes.
Then you should enter a plea of not guilty. I'll enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. I'll schedule this matter for a pretrial conference over the phone, November 19th at
3:30?
3:30. Will that work for you, sir?
No, I have to pick up elementary school kids at 3.
So later would work better?
4?
Either
4 o'clock?
about 4:15 would work.
Okay.
Sure.
Do we have 4:15?
4:20.
4:20.
That would work.
Okay. Can we give him notice tonight? All right, hang on a second. We'll give you written notice of that. That'll have Mr. O'Day's phone number on it.
If I want Mr. O'Day to have materials I have, because this is by phone, when do I give him that information?
Do you have it available right now?
I do.
Okay, if Mr. O'Day is willing, you can give it to him right now.
It could be that the police officers have the same photos. Okay?
All right, sir, any questions?
No,
All right, thank you, then you're free to go.
thank you.
You're welcome. City versus Stevens, Justin Stevens.
Given the plea questionnaire.
Okay. Hmm.
There's a couple, that's just an email. If you go back, the actual PDF is what you're looking for.
Right. Oh, I see. Sir, is your last name spelled Stevens?
Correct,
And do you still live on State Road 138 in Stoughton?
correct.
Sir, you're looking at 4 citations tonight. The first of these is operating a motor vehicle while under the influence of an intoxicant. That means that while on a public highway, you are operating a motor vehicle while under the influence of an intoxicant such that it interfered with your ability to safely operate that vehicle. Do you understand the nature of that charge?
I do.
You're also charged with operating a motor vehicle with a prohibited blood or breath alcohol concentration. That means that a sample of blood or breath taken from you after your arrest had a alcohol level of .08 or greater. Do you understand that?
I do.
You're also charged with operating a motor vehicle while under the influence of an intoxicant with a passenger over the age of 16 or greater. Do you understand the nature of that charge?
Like there's somebody in my car?
You're charged with operating while intoxicated while having a passenger in your vehicle while you were operating that vehicle. Do you understand the nature of the charge? I'm not
I do.
saying that that's what you did. That's what
Yeah.
the city is saying you did.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. And you're also charged with speeding on a public highway by 22 miles per hour over the posted speed limit. Do you understand the nature of that charge?
I do.
Does the city have an offer for the defendant this evening?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Stevens, you're looking at a variety of charges here tonight. I can tell you that if you were convicted on all of them, your license would definitely be revoked for operating while intoxicated. You'd be looking at fines and costs well in excess of $1,000. And depending on the blood or breath alcohol concentration, well, it's 0.15 or greater, you'd also have to have an ignition interlock device installed on any vehicle that you may own or operate. And that's a fairly expensive proposition as well. Do you want to have a chance to talk these charges over with the city attorney before going any further?
I would like to, yes.
All right, I'll enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. We'll schedule this for a pretrial conference over the phone November 19th at
3:30?
3:30.
November 19th, okay. Yep.
That'll work?
That'll work.
Okay, hang on and we'll give you notice in writing of that hearing or of that conference with Mr. O'Day's contact information on it.
Sounds good.
And once you've got that, you're free to go. Do you have any questions about anything?
I do not. Thank you for your time.
Okay,
Yes.
just hang tight and we'll get that to you.
That's for all four. That's all four of them at that same time.
Thank you.
All right. City versus Peyton Montgomery. Yeah. You're Mr. Montgomery?
Yes, sir.
First name spelled Payton.
Yep.
Last name Montgomery.
Yes.
Do you still live on East South Street in Stoughton?
Correct.
Sir, you're charged with operating a motor vehicle while under the influence of intoxicants. That means that on a public highway, you operated a motor vehicle under the influence of an intoxicant such that you were unable to safely operate that motor vehicle. Do you understand the nature of that charge?
Yes, sir.
You're also charged with operating a motor vehicle with a prohibited blood or breath alcohol concentration. That means that you were operating a motor vehicle on a public highway with a blood or breath alcohol concentration of 0.08 or greater. Do you understand the nature of that charge?
Yes, sir.
Does the city have an offer for the defendant this evening?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Montgomery, you probably heard me say to the previous defendant that given the nature of these charges, if you were convicted, you're looking at a fine and costs of about $1,000, a revocation of your driver's license for at least 6 months. And then there, of course, are ramifications with regard to your insurance. Do you want to have an opportunity to speak with Mr. O'Day about this case before we set it for trial, or deciding whether or not it's going to be set for trial?
No, sir.
You're saying you just want to enter a plea tonight?
Yep.
How do you wish to plead?
Guilty.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, I must find you guilty?
Yes, sir.
Do you have that questionnaire? I've got a few questions that I want to go over with you on the record here. Do you understand that you have the right to consult with an attorney and be represented by an attorney at your own expense in this matter?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that you can ask me for a new court date if you need one?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that you can ask for a jury trial, which would be held at Circuit Court in Madison? You would have to post jury fees. It's $72 now, I believe, for 12-person jury. Do you understand you have the right to a jury if you want one?
Yes, sir.
And you're saying that you want to give up that right.
Yes, sir.
You're also giving up the right to be represented by an attorney.
Yep.
You're giving up the right to ask for a new court date.
Yep.
Do you understand that in addition to having to pay any fine I may order and any license revocation I may order, you will also have to complete an alcohol and other drug assessment and comply with any treatment that that assessment may recommend before you can try to get your driver's license back?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand? I'm sorry, that doesn't apply. Do you have any other operating while intoxicated related cases pending anywhere else in the United States right now?
No, sir.
You haven't had any arrests since this was issued for any other offenses?
No, sir.
All right, I do find that you understand your rights. I'm going to go over the facts of this case to determine whether there's a factual basis for your plea. Right, I do find a factual basis for your plea, and I will find you guilty. What's the city's position with regard to disposition? It looks like the test result was, I'm trying to find it, 0.13.
Forfeiture in the amount stated on the
Which
OW
is?
986 on the OWI citation.
Okay,
6-month license revocation, alcohol and other drug assessment, and dismiss the prohibited alcohol concentration.
and sir, what's your position with regard to what I should do here?
I mean, I think it's all pretty fair, but the only question I have was like occupational license. As far as that, since my license would be revoked, is that something that would be available?
That's something you have to contact the Division of Motor Vehicles about.
Okay.
And we've got some information about how you can do that. You'll get
Okay.
that along with the copy of your judgment of conviction. But that's something you need to pursue.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen automatically. There'll be restrictions on the times you're allowed to operate and so forth.
Okay.
All right.
He needs to sign both copies and then you sign and he gets one.
Okay. Sir, I'm giving you a document, 2 copies of one document. It's called a court order for an intoxicated driver program related offense assessment and driver safety plan. As we've got Matt Rothy's name on there. So I'm going to order you to pay a forfeiture and cost totaling $986. I'm going to order a 6-month revocation of your Wisconsin driving privileges. And while I say Wisconsin driving privileges, I can also tell you that the other 49 states have reciprocity with the state of Wisconsin. I don't have the authority to order your revocation in Illinois or Hawaii, but they'll honor our revocation, just so you're aware.
Yep.
And with this document I'm going to give you in a minute, I'm also ordering you to participate in the intoxicated driver program. You'll have to complete that to the satisfaction of the Division of Motor Vehicles before you'll be allowed to apply for your driving privileges to be reinstated.
Okay.
So I'll need your signature on the lines indicated, and we'll give you a copy of that as well.
Your Honor, just for the record, we're dismissing the PAC.
Oh, thank you for reminding. Yes, and I'll order the BAC citation dismissed. Thanks. And as an aside, sir,
Does he need additional time? Do you know?
yep, I'm getting there.
Okay, so just
Um,
give it to him too.
Alcohol and weapons, any kind of weapon, do not mix. That's a
Yeah.
really, really bad idea. If that had been a firearm instead of archery equipment, somebody would be looking at going to jail.
Yep.
And it wouldn't be sitting in, this case, that case wouldn't be in front of me, it would be in Madison. Okay?
Yep.
All right, do you need more than 30 days to pay this?
Yes, sir.
Are you employed?
Yep.
Where do you work?
Hanky Landscaping.
How much do you make?
25 an hour.
How many hours a week are you working?
Depends on weather.
Sure, I get that, but
Average,
by
I'd
and
say
large.
30.
I'm sorry?
30.
So you're making, what, $750 a week?
Give or take.
Gross.
Yep.
How much is your take-home pay?
I think around like 630 something.
Okay? And aside from this new obligation you just undertook, what other financial obligations do you have every month?
I just pay rent to my parents, and then I just have dog and groceries. And storage units, and
And what does all that add up to?
storage units are 200, rent's 350, say like 600.
Okay? So if I order you to pay $100 a month, is that something you're going to be able to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It's real important that you pay it within the time frame I'm giving you, because if you don't, your license not only is being revoked for 6 months, but it will get suspended because of any unpaid fines and costs. And then you'll have to pay another reinstatement fee on top of the revocation reinstatement fee. And in all likelihood, we would send the matter out for debt collection. The state then would probably intercept any tax refunds or anything like that you get. So
Yep.
it's extremely important that you pay this on time. So are you sure $100 a month is something you're going to be able to handle?
Yeah.
Even during the winter months when there's no landscaping?
Is there any,
Excuse me, sir, question?
No. I'll be able to afford it.
Okay. If at some point you find that this is something you can't do because you can't find work or something like that, you should contact the court and see if you could come back in and set up a different payment plan,
Okay.
okay?
Yep.
All right. So your first payment will be due on
November 1st.
November 1st.
I'll
Okay.
send paperwork on the actual payment plan.
Okay, yeah, we'll send you information in the mail on the payment plan. You've got a copy of the judgment in front of you. You've got a copy of the intoxicated driver program order. Do you have any other questions about anything?
No, sir.
Okay. Thank you, then. You're free to go.
Thank you.
City versus Gavin Yakovich. Did I say your name right, sir?
Yes, John.
Okay. Sir, you are charged with failure to yield while making a left turn. Do you understand the nature of the charge against you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Does the city have an offer for the defendant this evening?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Right, so, Mr. Yakovich, something you need to be aware of that's not on your citation is that if you're convicted of this offense, not only will you be ordered to pay a forfeiture and have demerit points assessed against your driver's license, you would also have to go through a driver safety program within a certain period of time, and if you don't, your license could be suspended. So, if you want to have an opportunity to discuss the case with Mr. O'Day to see if some other disposition might be arrived at, then you should enter a plea of not guilty.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
I don't know necessarily what it's called, but is like a voluntary suspension where if I like can go to school and work for just those for 30 days, nowhere else, and then will I not have to pay my fines or go against the deductions?
That might be something you could work out with the city attorney. I can't do that here tonight, but that might be a possibility. If you'd like to have an opportunity to talk about this with him, I'll certainly give you time to do that. It would be over the phone. You don't have to travel up to Madison to his office. Is that how you'd like to proceed?
Could that be done tonight?
No, we don't have time for that
Okay,
tonight,
okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Yes, I would like that.
All right, I'll enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. We'll schedule this for a pretrial conference. Are you in school still?
Yes, sir.
Okay. At Stoughton High School?
Sun Prairie West High School.
Okay, I should have asked you, I'm sorry. Do you still live on Oak Street in Stoughton?
I do.
Okay. So what time can we give him? 4 p.m., is that going to work for you? It's got to be before 5.
Yes, 4 p.m. No, Your Honor.
Okay. 4:40?
Yes.
Okay. So November 19th at 4:40, hang tight. We'll give you written notice of that as well as Mr. O'Day's contact information. If you have any information that you think he should see prior to your discussion, you should send that to him, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Any questions about anything?
How can I get a hold of Mr. O'Day?
I'm sorry?
How will I be able to get a hold of Mr. O'Day?
His phone number is on that document. Okay?
Perfect.
Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you then. You're free to go.
Thank you.
Thank you. City versus Robert Salov. Sir, did I say your name correctly?
Very close. It's Say Love.
Salov.
You got it.
Got it. Thank you. Sir, is your last name spelled S-A-L-O-V?
Correct, Your Honor.
And you still live on Pleasant Drive in Cambridge?
I do.
Sir, you're charged with, while operating a motor vehicle on a public highway in the city of Stoughton, conducting an unsafe lane deviation. Do you understand the nature of that charge?
I do.
Okay, does the city have an offer for the defendant this evening?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Salov, your choices are, if you plead guilty or no contest tonight, in all likelihood, I would find you guilty and impose a forfeiture. On the other hand, if you want to have an opportunity to discuss the case with Mr. O'Day, you should plead not guilty, and I'll schedule the matter for a pretrial conference, and you can call him on the phone and discuss the case with him to see if it can be resolved without a trial. How would you like to proceed?
I'd like to ask you a question, sir, if I could.
Sure.
If I plead no contest, I'm at the mercy of these proceedings, and I hit a parked car.
Yeah, and I don't really want to discuss the
Okay.
facts of the case. If you've got questions about procedure, I'm happy to talk about that.
Are you able to forgive the points at this juncture?
No, not on this charge. I don't have any discretion on that because I don't even order the points. That's the
gotcha.
Division of Motor Vehicles. If you have a concern about the points, your best bet would be to talk to Mr. O'Day
Okay.
to see if perhaps the charge could be amended or something like that.
I'd like to do that, sir.
Okay, I'll enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. We'll schedule this for a pretrial conference. Are we still using the 19th?
Yes.
November 19th,
4 p.m.?
4 p.m.?
19th, 4 p.m., yes,
That works?
yes,
Okay, and again, that's over the phone. You don't have to
Okay.
travel up to Madison.
okay.
Okay. All right, we'll give you notice of that in writing, and that'll have Mr. O'Day's contact information.
Excellent.
Okay?
Thank you very much.
All right, you're welcome. All right, thank you. City versus Vishveshwara Namitha. Did I say your name correctly, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're sure?
Yes.
Okay. Ma'am, do you still live on Lanny, L-A-N-I, Lane in McFarland?
Yes, I do.
And your last name is spelled V-I-S-H-V-E-S-H-W-A-R-A?
Yes.
Okay. Ma'am, you're charged with speeding on a public highway, specifically that you were traveling 42 miles per hour in a 25 mile per hour zone. Do you understand the nature of the charge against you?
I do.
Does the city have an offer for the defendant tonight?
The city will offer to reduce the speed to 9 miles an hour over for 3 points and $98.80.
Ma'am, do you understand what the city is offering to resolve the case tonight?
I do.
How would you like to proceed?
I would like to enter a plea of guilty.
To that amended citation?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right, I will accept the city's motion, and I will amend the citation to allege speeding by 9 over the posted limit. Excuse me. And I do find a factual basis for your plea to that amended charge, and I will find you guilty. I'll order you to pay a forfeiture of $98.80. Ma'am, do you need more than 30 days to pay that?
I do not.
Okay. Hang on a minute. We'll give you a copy of the judgment of conviction in writing, and that will give you information on how you can pay for the forfeiture.
Can I pay today
Yes, you can pay on the way out of the building if you'd like.
downstairs?
Yep.
Okay.
Any other questions?
That's about it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. You're welcome. And finally, State versus Gilbertson. Sorry, City versus Gilbertson. Sir, you're Stoney Gilbertson?
Yes,
And do you still live on North Street in Stoughton?
yes,
Sir, you're charged with speeding on a public highway in the city of Stoughton, specifically that you were traveling at 42 miles per hour in a 25 mile per hour zone. Do you understand the nature of the charge against you?
I do.
Does the city have an offer?
Yes, Your Honor. City moves to amend the citation to speeding in excess of 9 miles an hour over the posted limit for 3 points and $98.80.
Do you understand the city's offer?
I do.
How would you like to proceed
No
tonight?
contest.
To the amended charge?
To what he just offered?
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. I'll accept the city's motion to amend. I will amend the citation to allege speeding by 9 over. Find a factual basis for your plea, and I'll find you guilty. Does the city have anything further to say by way of disposition, with regard to disposition?
One moment. No, Your Honor.
Sir, do you have anything you'd like to tell me before I order sentence?
Yeah, the only reason that happened, I just got on surgery the week prior. My leg was swollen up to, I looked like the Elephant Man. I should have been driving. The only reason I was driving that day was to go pick up my friend that broke down 138. I didn't drive for like 2 weeks after that, just 'cause I couldn't even walk. So I didn't realize how hard I was pushing on it. That's how that happened.
Sure. Was that a knee replacement?
No, they cut me open 2 spots. They had to scrub muscles. I had got infected. I got hurt at work, and I got infected there and up here. I was out for like 2 months. I just got back to work about a month ago.
Okay, that was going to be my next question, is if you were still working again.
Just got back, like 3 weeks, a month ago now.
Okay,
Trying to climb out of the hole.
sure, I get that. I'll order you to pay a forfeiture and cost totaling $98.80. Is 30 days enough time to pay that, or do you need more time? I'm happy to give you more if you need it.
60 would be nice, please.
Is that going to be enough?
Yes.
Okay. I'll order you to pay $50 a month starting on November 1st. Is that going to work?
Yes, that'll be all in the paperwork?
Yes.
Okay.
And you probably heard me tell other people this, but it's really important that you do pay that within the time frame I've given you, because if you don't, your license is going to get suspended until you do pay it. And you don't want to fall down that hole.
Especially in this
I
town.
can see you've already had some experience with having to get a license reinstated, so,
Yep.
okay. Do you have any questions about anything?
No.
Okay.
Thank you. You have a good night.
All right, you too. All right, with respect to any of the 5 o'clock cases that I haven't called, I'll find judgment by default. I'll order the defendants to pay forfeiture and costs in the amounts shown on the citation.
Brian Stone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Provided, driver's
Right, sorry, I'll recall City versus Brian Stone. He was charged with operating without a valid driver's license. He's apparently gotten his driver's license reinstated. Did you get a copy of that, Mr. O'Day?
He just got
No.
it to us.
Okay.
Didn't
He sent, come on up. He sent that to us. It looks like it's valid. So what's the city's motion?
Dismiss.
Right, so ordered.
And just to note that there has been restitution requested
Yeah.
in the Castro matter?
Right.
Okay.
And then in City versus Antonio Castro, a charge of theft, the victim is requesting restitution in the amount of $500. I'll still order default judgment, but we will schedule this for a restitution hearing, notice to be sent in the mail. Is that it?
That's it.
For the 5 o'clocks?
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure we were gonna get done by 6.
I know. Couple long ones.
Did you want to go off the record because we're being televised?
Yeah. All right, we're in recess for 9 minutes. So, is this your last day here or next session?
No, we'll have, I'm gonna bring Noah with me for both Novembers and both Decembers.
Oh, okay.
We're
Underneath is the driving record and then the, that's helpful if you did have that previous information.
Yeah. City versus Elza Mollas, Mollas. The initial appearance was August of '24. The city entered into a hold-open agreement with the defendant whereby if the defendant did not get any citations for the next 12 months, the city would move to dismiss. And it's up for status tonight. And the information I have is that there have been no further traffic violations. Does the city have a motion?
City moves to dismiss.
Granted.
Same type of situation.
And then City versus Joshua Wentz, same sort of thing. The defendant made an initial appearance June 19th, 2024, entered into a hold-open agreement with the city whereby if the defendant did not get any further traffic violations for 12 months, the city would move to dismiss. It looks as though the defendant held up his part of the deal. What's the city's motion?
City moves to dismiss.
So ordered.
That was a conflict for Stafford and handled by Attorney Dan Evans.
Okay. And this is City versus Paul Rosowski. In this matter, the city is being represented by Attorney Dan Evans because of a conflict with Stafford. The parties have stipulated to an amended citation alleging speeding by 11 miles per hour over the posted limit and recommending a forfeiture and cost totaling $149.20. I'll accept the amendment. I'll find the defendant guilty and order a forfeiture of $149.20, forfeiture and cost. Excuse me.
Hannah is another one that
Okay.
we'll talk about.
Do we have any water?
Should I can ask the IT guys if they happen to have any in their
I'll just
fridge.
go out to the bubbler, hang on. Sorry about that. So we got. All right, City versus Hamas.
He had sent an email in September stating that he made a
Right.
payment. And then said that his mother died and he was, so you passed it to the city attorney to decide.
Right.
And that's where we're at.
Okay, so, Mr. O'Day, the city had entered into an agreement with Mr. Hamas, I think about a year ago, where he was supposed to pay quite a bit. I don't remember the exact terms of all the money that he's owed in unpaid forfeitures.
The other half was to be written off, so they
Right.
pretty much divided it in half.
Yeah, so he was supposed to pay, I think, a total of $11,613. And if he did that, when he did that, then the city would move to have the previous judgments previous to December 18th, 2019 vacated. So basically, to forgive half the amount that he owes the city of Stoughton. And he's paid about $6,000 year to date. He contacted the court last month saying that there'd been a death in the family and that would get in the way of his being able to meet his payment obligations for just the month, or,
He was pretty vague in his email.
Yeah. and he's not here. And it is after 6 o'clock.
He
We'd
wasn't
set this
noticed to
on.
be here, it was just more of a
Oh, I thought we
discussion
had
to s-
notified
no,
him.
because we passed this to the city attorney to make a decision if they were
Okay.
going to change anything.
So, Mr. O'Day, have you had any contact with Mr. Hammes?
I haven't, but he emailed Isaac and Mary to tell them about the situation. And in one of the emails, he said that I think part of it was supposed to be $1,000 a month
Right,
for a year, basically, to get to the almost 12,000.
right.
In the September email, he said something along the lines of, I'm comfortable with whatever the court wants to do for a final payment, or if the court wants me to keep paying, excuse me. So my thought is keep him on the plan, keep him on the payment plan. Hope he keeps paying, give him until June to get fully caught up with the remaining 6,000. Assuming a couple months missed here and there. And then if he doesn't by June, then I think we're beyond working out
Right.
the agreement, but seems like he's now, from the email from last month, it seems like he's more willing to be more consistent with the payment.
Okay. All right, that's what I'll order then. Excuse me. And I will set this on for another status at the November hearing. What are we on, November 19th?
Yes.
Right, November 19th at 6. We'll notify him to be here. I assume we've sent these to collections at some point.
When it was returned, he went down there and was screaming at all of the IRS agents, and it was, I shouldn't say too much.
Well, and if he doesn't pay, that's just what we'll have to do again, is send
Yeah.
it back to collections.
Yep.
I mean, he's,
Will we continue to write that second half of the citations off?
not
until
yet,
you-
not
okay,
yet,
just
not
now.
till he's done doing what he's supposed to do.
Okay. All right.
All right, so that's Mr. Hammes for 6 o'clock.
There is a restitution hearing, and I did notice Walmart, and looks like they didn't appear. However, this is the defendant I spoke to you a couple months ago that was scheduled, and the notice was returned, so I did get a new address. There's all the
This is
information.
City versus Mathis?
Yes.
Okay,
So I did send it to a second address, and that was also returned, so it looks like both the victim and the defendant
Sure.
are not here. But Walmart was noticed
Right.
to be here.
So City versus Mathis, the victim Walmart was requesting restitution in the amount of $39.97. Is this the right one?
There's
No.
two. That is the second one, 79 something.
So these are two separate cases?
Correct, yeah.
Got it. Excuse me then. Walmart was requesting $44.27. They were notified to be here for a restitution hearing at 6 o'clock. It's now 6:05. So I'm not going to order restitution. And with respect to that part of the case, I'll order it dismissed. And then another case, City versus Andrew Mathis. the victim had requested restitution in the amount of $79.94. That victim also was notified to be here at 6 o'clock for a restitution hearing,
Walmart.
and they did not appear. So I will not order restitution, and with respect to the restitution portion of the case, I'll order that dismissed.
Do they have the option to re-request, or is this just closed?
They can try,
Okay, I didn't know.
yeah.
Um,
So then we got Parker McCursey.
Right, that was, here's the original record. We did not receive an AODA.
Okay.
proof.
City versus Parker McCursey. That was an underage drinking citation. Initial appearance was July 16th, 2025. The defendant agreed to plead guilty or no contest. I did make a finding of guilt, gave the defendant 90 days to perform an alcohol and other drug assessment, and then comply with any treatment that might be recommended, and scheduled it for a sentencing hearing on today's date at 6. The defendant is not here, and the defendant has not sent anything to the court to indicate that the defendant engaged in an alcohol and other drug assessment. Mr. O'Day, I assume you haven't gotten anything with respect to that.
No, Your Honor.
All right, then. I'm going to order a forfeiture and cost totaling $187. I will give the defendant 30 days to pay that. I'm not going to order a driver's license suspension at this point. And then, who else have we got?
Fisher. He was a
Right.
16-year-old defendant.
Yep. So, City versus Cameron Fisher was charged with speeding by 34 miles per hour on a public highway. The defendant pled guilty and was found guilty. I'm sorry, I did find guilt on July 16th. And the defendant was to complete the Alive at 25 program before today's date. And if he did that, the parties were going to agree to recommend a forfeiture and cost totaling $218.50. I don't have any information that the defendant has completed that program. Do you have anything along that line?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Then, what's the city's position with respect to disposition? I don't have the citation in front of me, so I don't know.
I can bring it up.
Would you?
It's in your file.
Oh, yeah, if you could find it. Would have been
It was
May
over-
21st.
Yeah, I have it in a hearing file.
Oh, I'm sorry, I
That's
didn't know
okay.
that.
No.
It was originally 44. We amended it down to 34.
Right,
And part of the contingency of the offer and your
Yep.
part of you accepting the offer was the Alive at 25.
right.
So absent that, the city is comfortable reinstating the initial citation.
All right. So you're moving to amend the amendment, is that it? I don't think I can do that post-judgment.
No, that was the offer, that if he completed the Alive at 25.
Yeah, I thought that he pled to 34 over. Or did he plead to 44 over?
No, he pleaded to 34 as
Okay.
part of the offer.
All right, well, he gets that, it's still 6
Okay.
points and a 15-day suspension. And I'm gonna-
Then forfeiture of $376.
So ordered. I'll give
So
him
you're
30
saying
days to pay.
34 over is what? it's
Yep,
going to be
that's what the
amended to.
judgment should show.
Okay.
And there's a mandatory minimum 15-day suspension, and I think that's effective. I think that was effective as of the date of conviction.
I'll pull his license and look.
I don't think it's from the date of sentencing.
I can pull, I'll have
Well,
to do the
whichever,
right-
DMV figures that out, so I don't have to worry about it. Even if I didn't order it, they'll do it.
They will automatically?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll order forfeiture and costs of $376, and I'll give him 30 days to pay. And hopefully he won't kill anybody.
Yeah.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. Anything else from you?
No, sir.
Then we are adjourned.